Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to take a look at Orca and I want to explain to you why I think this is a really good buying opportunity. I want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So we're sitting at the CoinMarketCap page for Orca and the market cap is below $200 million. And this recently had a spike in its price because of a Binance listing. And we got into this, I believe, at $2.45 on Patreon. By the way, shout out to all the new patrons who are joining our community. The link is going to be down below in the description. But you can see the Binance listing really did have an impact on the price action. If we go to the past month, we went up all the way up to $8. Some exchanges, it went up to almost $11, I believe. So you could have swing traded this. I made some money with my friend swing trading this, although I didn't sell anything on my main portfolio because I do think this has the potential to get up to approximately $3 to $4 billion in market cap because this is a DEX on Solana. We all know Solana is the #1 layer 1 in the space at the moment. On top of that, if we go to the DeFi Llama tool, you can see that the total value locked on Orca at the moment is $316 or $15 million. And this is very bullish because this shows us that the asset is undervalued because the market cap, like I said, is below $200 million, while the total value locked, which means the total value of all the assets that's locked on the decentralized exchange, is more than $300 million. And that shows that people are trusting this protocol, this DEX, and they're locking up their assets in there. Another important thing to point out is the circulating supply. So at the moment, per cryptorank.io, we have 93.5% of the total supply out in circulation. And if we take a look at this market cap here, however, it's sitting at $317 million. Now, I do believe CoinMarketCap has the incorrect information, so we're going to have to refer to CryptoRank. And in this instance, the market cap is almost the same as the DeFi Llama's total value locked, which still is a really good indicator. And the reason I mentioned the circulating supply is because the token unlocks aren't going to be affecting the price that much. And this means that the only tokens that are coming out into circulation are the rewards for staking. You can correct me if I'm mistaken, but I believe everything else has been unlocked. So it's in the Solana niche. It's a DEX. We're going to have lots of volume coming into Solana, good tokenomics, and the TVL is looking good. So in my opinion, this is a really good entry. We're going to jump into the price action in a second so I can give you some good entry points. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. So now if we're looking at the weekly chart, Orca has seen quite a pullback from the top there at $10. If we're going to assume $10 was the local top, that's a 67% retracement. We've got a few fibs on the chart. Let's start with the bigger one. That is, the low is here in June 2022. And you can also use the November 2022 bottom as well. I believe the June bottom is lower. That's why that is going to be our bear market bottom for Solana or for Orca. And then the all-time high is in November 2021. That's sitting at $18. And I think that is going to be met very, very quickly in 2025 as the alt season comes back. And right now what happened is we ran into the 786 on the fib at $8.22. That is our last obstacle before we get to the all-time high and then subsequently reach to new all-time highs, which I think Orca is going to be doing. It's not an old coin, it's not an OG coin, it's not a legacy coin because it hasn't gone through a full cycle before. This is its first full cycle, which is important to keep in mind. As long as we hold the 0.5 on the large fib here, which is at $2.74, we should be good for continuation. The other fib that I added is this smaller one from the July 2024 bottom to the December 2023 top, and this gives us the 1.618 target at $22 and the second fib target at $41. I think $40 is going to be doable in this cycle for the reasons I explained earlier. Of course, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. I'm not saying this will definitely happen, but just to give you an idea of what the market cap would look like if we were to get to a $40 price action or price target for Orca. Let's set this to $40. That would be a $2.1 billion market cap. So if you're thinking this could get to a $5 billion market cap, let's say, let's do $80. That's a $4.3 billion market cap. That's a 23x from the current prices. And if you take a look at something like Uniswap, and you compare it to Uniswap's market cap, that would be a $155 token for Orca. That's an $8.3 billion market cap. Just to be safe, let's say it's going to do half of that. That's $4.3 billion. And we can do like, let's say $75, or let's do 80, 82, 81. There we go. So $81, that's a $4.3 billion market cap. And, you know, in a very bullish case, that is possible. I would be more conservative and I would take, you know, huge profits off the table at $40 to $50. And then if you want to leave a small bag to ride it out in case we get to something like $80, feel free to do that. And something to point out as well, we're back testing the 20 EMA on the weekly as support, and that is another good sign. So as long as we're holding that, this should keep us afloat during the bull market. So the 20 EMA is going to be our support band throughout the bull market. And the next move to the upside hopefully will take us past $20, which is the 1.618 off of this smaller fractal that I showed you with the smaller fib. And if I zoom out, what we can see here is a potential wave 1 that's already played out, the wave 2 that already played out as well. So we have our wave 1, wave 2, we're going to have our wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Is it possible for this to get to $80 to $90? You know, considering that Uniswap did much bigger numbers by the peak of the previous bull market? Yes, it's not outlandish to assume that. And as long as wave 3 is bigger than either wave 1 or wave 5, we should have no issues with this Elliott wave count. And the project is still fresh. Market cap is below 200 million if you look at the coin market cap. But if you look at CryptoRank and you consider the entire circulating supply, which is 93.5%, that is around $300 million, which for a $3 billion, by the way, one thing that I did not consider here is look at this. So here it's showing us only 53% of the circulating supply. So I should have checked this beforehand, but I do think CryptoRank has the correct information. In 99% of the cases, CryptoRank is always correct in these tokenomic issues. But let's say we have to raise the tokenomic supply to 93. There we go. So we'll leave it at that at the moment. And now let's say we get to a $40 price tag. That would put us at $3.8 billion. So I apologize for the little miscommunication there, but $3.8 billion, $40 price tag for Orca, I think very, very possible, very doable. $50 price tag is $4.7 billion. And just so you guys have an idea of what Uniswap did at the peak of the previous cycle, if we go to market cap, we go to all time, this was sitting at a $22 billion market cap. And Solana right now, a lot of people are saying that Solana is doing much better than Ethereum in terms of fees, in terms of volume, in terms of in terms of the narrative. Solana is definitely dominating. We'll see if Ethereum has a comeback in the 2025 part of the bull market. But even if this, even if Orca did a half move of what Uniswap did, a $12 billion market cap, that would still be extremely bullish. I mean, $14 billion is $150 Orca token. So for now, we're not going to be expecting those numbers because we like to be conservative on the channel, but I'm simply explaining to you that these things are not out of the realm of possibilities due to the fact that we've seen something like that playing out before. Let me know, what are your thoughts on Orca? Did you buy into this before the Binance listing? Did you swing trade the Binance listing? And what's your expected price for the bull market top? Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.